#invested. We are here with an extremely cool friend of mine, Clay Burwell here. He owns a gym here in Malden, South Carolina. High performance gym. An amazing guy, motivator, inspirating, all of the above, and extremely tough. I'm delighted that he gave me the opportunity to come here and interview him today. He's actually my coach as well, and he's taught me a lot of things. So we're going to start really quickly. I'll let him introduce himself really quick, and we'll jump into the questions. So Clay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, my name's Clay Burwell. I'm the owner here of High Performance Gym. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a personal trainer. I started personal training in 1999 in New York City when I first got out of the military. That was my goal, and my actual biggest goal was to become a personal trainer for celebrities, and that's kind of what I kept saying over and over again. I've talked with Jermaine about that, like being verbal about your big lofty goals and not being shy to say them.
Obviously, this is your passion.
Right.
It shows.
Right on, yeah.
So tell me, and tell everyone who'll see this,
right.
What's it like to wake up every single day, pushing yourself, opening your doors, and you know this is what I want to do?
Right. Yeah, it's pretty easy. When you love what you do, it's not a lot of work at all.
Correct.
Like even the nuts and bolts of running the facility, like yesterday I was here for 4 hours cleaning it. Not a problem. I like cleaning my gym. I like having a clean, professional facility for my people to work out in. I respect them. That's what I show them respect by doing that. It's very easy for me to get up and do what I do because I love what I do. Awesome. And when you love what you do, you'll make more money. In New York, I knew this guy, Jermaine, like I lived on 2nd Avenue in New York City, and once a week the garbage man would come through, and one of the garbage men was like an operatic tenor. Yeah. Okay, this dude was like a washed up opera singer, but this cat was throwing garbage bags in the back of that truck and going, yo, loud as hell, and just having a good time, and everybody would lean out the windows and kind of clap. That's and you just knew the dude was having so much fun that he was infectious to be around. Yeah. And it's like, yo, he may be a garbage man right now, but the dude running the garbage man is making a 6-figure salary, and it starts by being super likable and enjoying what you do. Yeah. So when you enjoy what you do, success comes easy. And if you don't enjoy what you do, so what? Fake it till you make it. If you fake that you love what you do, it's a lot easier. And you know what? You might find that there's some fun things to what you're doing that you might have overlooked. So
that's a great perspective.
Right.
If you don't love it, then that's the bell. What is that?
What's the bell. So we got our sparring rounds are going on back there. We got our crew. We got a diverse group of dudes back there, and a lady getting after it.
So you teach women too?
Teach women too, yeah. Not enough. I wish I could teach more.
Correct.
Right. Hard work is just where it's at.
Yes.
There's really no shortcuts.
Yes.
And jiu-jitsu, I love the fact that there's no way you're going to get a belt in jiu-jitsu without being what that belt represents. Can't say that about all martial arts. Some of them you can kind of buy your way into a black belt. But in jiu-jitsu, everything's earned, and that includes the respect you get from your teammates. And I think that's one of the most important things is that in jiu-jitsu, we hold you to a high standard. Not just your technique on the mats, but how you are outside of the gym matters too.
Yes.
It's not a very formal martial art, but we as instructors, we want more warrior scholars. We want quality human beings churned out from here. It's not the fact that you can break somebody's arms, it's how you can pick somebody up that's down and out.
Yeah. So when you learn how to fight a bigger, faster, stronger person, or you have a certain set of skills that enable you to take care of yourself or take care of other people, then you have to answer the question, well, when do I use it and why?
Oh, okay.
And Clay spends a lot of time teaching us when and how and why. A lot of how, obviously, is what people come in here for.
Correct.
But the why and the when. You don't want to, just because somebody tackles you, you don't want to bash their head in on the sidewalk.
Exactly.
Maintain a position of control until somebody shows up or until the guy chills out, whatever. So that in and of itself, that ethical problem, that moral dilemma that you find yourself in, if you choose the right answer, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you're generally going to have that diffuse to the rest of your personhood.
Yes.
And you'll take that into any other aspect of your life, whether cutting
that.
somebody off in traffic or putting the shopping cart back where it goes.
Yes, I love
is this
that.
the right, in this little dichotomy, in this little algorithm of decisions I'm making, is this the right one or the wrong one? And that's called integrity when nobody's looking.
Yes.
Doing that right thing when nobody's looking is called integrity. And Clay spends a lot of time on that too. You can't really compartmentalize jiu-jitsu like most people try to.
Okay.
Jiu-jitsu is in every aspect of your life, and every aspect of your life is in jiu-jitsu. So Clay's one of my dearest friends, just like everybody else in here.
Yes, sir.
You, James,
Yes, sir.
Kyle. We go to each other's kids' birthday parties. We buy each other gifts for Christmas. You know, James noticed I had a tattoo and got me some tattoo cream, you know.
That's hilarious.
It's just over the years, after you've been in it long enough, it's just a part of your life. You're a part of everybody else's life too.
Builds a respect value.
Yeah. He teaches us, teaches us how to fight, but he also sort of regulates the friendships. He keeps everything, diffused and chill.
Absolutely. Some of my best friends I've met through jiu-jitsu. When you train and you work out together, you develop a family, a tribe type atmosphere, and it is definitely true that when you work out and you sweat and you fight with your friends, you develop a camaraderie, and some of your best friends you'll make if you train jiu-jitsu or.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Some of the best connections are made that way.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It's something I do with my son. That's been the biggest thing over the last probably 4 or 5 years, but more than anything, it keeps me moving. I got this rule where every day I have to get in my mind, which I do a lot of, and I have to get in my body, and then I have to get in my soul. And so jiu-jitsu accomplishes at least one of those, often all 3 of them.
Power.
Yes.
And it leaches out into all other areas of your life. When you walk into work and you're a happy person, everyone likes you more. Same at home. When you drop your clothes off at the dry cleaner, you're nicer to everybody around you because you're in a good mood, your stress is relieved, you're physically more fit, you have a cool group of friends, your life is just better. So that's what jiu-jitsu does, is it brings positive change to pretty much all areas of your life, and it's a beautiful thing to just be the byproduct of a kind of brutal martial art. A beautiful but brutal martial art.
So basically you'd say you'd recommend it to pretty much anyone.
I really would. I recommend it to anyone who's got even the slightest inkling of interest in it. If you're someone who's into strategy, maybe even a kid who likes a lot of video games, someone who's a thinker, because this is a thinking man's sport. It's 50% physical and 50% brains. You got to have both.
Yes.
And you're strong enough and you're confident enough to be vulnerable, because vulnerability is the ultimate sign of courage.
Yes.
Like in the military, you could be pinned down and have a machine gun strafing your position. One guy is going to have to make himself vulnerable to save the day.
Awesome.
So being vulnerable sometimes is the true heroism. You know you're going to get attacked, and yet you'll stick yourself out there.
Yeah.
So with my kids, I tell them, like, so if you're in the cafeteria and you see a new kid in school who's sitting out all by himself at the end, you've got 200 kids in this cafeteria. The right thing to do, and all of you know it, is to go sit down with the kid and make them feel at home.
Yes.
And I like for my kid students to be able to be that courageous, to be nice.
So
You know what I mean?
So you teach the kid students not only jiu-jitsu, you're teaching them to be good human beings.
Right.
Good
Well,
people.
I don't want that to be. You know what I mean? But it is so. Okay. My first boxing coach, Bob, he never told me a thing like, Clay, be a good man. Like, none of that. It was just like I was around these like alpha male dudes.
Yes.
Okay. Picture a boxing gym in New Jersey in 1993. These dudes coming in to teach at night are all volunteers. One of the dudes I remember would come straight from the construction site, still in like work boots, laced up tight with mud all in the lugs, and he's in the ring teaching me how to hit. These are just tough men, but good men. Obviously men of character, men who've got the qualities that could work a hard day on a construction site and then haul it over to a gym and give 3 hours of themselves to at-risk kids. And it's a debt that I have now, so it's my opportunity to let that to take their hard work and let it trickle down and bleed out.
That's
You know?
awesome. That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on, Jermaine.
Appreciate
I
it,
really
Clay.
appreciate all
Really
these great
appreciate it,
questions.
man.
It was a great chance.
As always, hashtag invested. This is Clay Burwell with
Thank you,
High
guys.
Performance Gym in Malden, South Carolina. We really appreciate the time
Thanks,
that you
man.
set aside out of your
Thank
class
you.
to let us speak with you for a moment,
Yeah.
Clay.
You can find us on social media.
yeah.
High Performance Gym on Instagram. My personal Instagram is @ClayHPG. Hit us up. Stop by anytime for a complimentary free first workout, or just to stop in and say hi.
Cool. For a free
right.
workout.
Yeah,
Watch
sure.
it for free, huh?
Yeah.
See if you want to jump in there or
See if
not.
you want to jump in. Yeah, a lot of people come in and just want to watch, but then they wind up on the
Peeking their
mats
head
doing
in.
a technique or two.
Peeking their head in.
Yeah,
Awesome.
don't be
awesome.
scared.
Well, we'll play.
All right, thank you,
We
Jermaine.
really appreciate it, man.
you,
Keep
sir.
going, man.
All right,
Keep
man.
going.
You got it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yep.